Hi guys, it's Wombat and we'll start in just a couple of minutes. Hi Kalle, welcome. Tjena Sambo, I'm good buddy, how are you doing? So welcome guys, it's time for part 2 of the Baku, Azerbadjan to Tampere, Finland haul. Hi Mr. Swede, welcome. And 2 days ago when we ended this stream I ended in a crash, and the reason for that crash was because of a car, a Lada car from Southern Region, the Southern Region map mod that spawned into this area. That is fixed. It turns out that that car is spawning all over Europe every now and then and causes crashes. So the reason it's working for me now is that I spent a lot of time yesterday, and my guess is that Arayas spent a lot more time than I did yesterday creating a fix for this. So he have been very kind and corrected a problem that is caused by Southern Region. So it was a mere coincidence that it happened between Turkey and Romania extended. It's just one of the things that happens. It could have happened at any point now or later. But the good thing is that Arayas has fixed it. I have a fix and we are testing it today. I tested it a lot yesterday and it does work. I'm pretty confident about that. But we will sort of be testing it even today as we go through Romania onto TSM for a little while before we enter beyond the Baltic Sea. So that's the situation with that. If we have a look at the map, we have some 3,278 kilometers to go, and we made quite a good progress yesterday, sorry 2 days ago, when we started in Baku. In less than 3 hours we made it all the way through more or less all of YKS Turkey. So I'm pretty happy about that. The map background is slightly tilted. It's only 15 degrees today. On Monday it was 45 degrees, so it's getting better, and hopefully next time we stream it will be straight. I don't know what causes that. I got some suggestions about what caused it. I'm not gonna say if whatever solutions I've been provided with so far actually work or not, because I haven't tested them. I'm just stating the fact that for me this happens occasionally, every now and then, on one of my 50 or so profiles, and then it disappears after a while. Today we're gonna continue from Kirklareli up through Romania extended onto some parts of Ukraine before we enter TSM, and as soon as we get up to Bialystok, Bialystok, Jesus, I can't talk. We are entering the Baltics mod, and we are going around here simply because I really have to show those of you who haven't seen the BTBS DLC yet the St. Petersburg area and the massive highways we have here. So 3,278 kilometers. We won't make that today. I can't see how that would be possible. We made some 2,000 kilometers on Tuesday. Hopefully we will make at least another 2,000 today, which means that we will end up somewhere around here. Well, Kalle, let's see what happens. It could be, but it's gonna take much more than just 2 or 3 hours to get to Tampere. So I guess since... Hi Bogdak, welcome. Since we will try just for Kalle to make it all the way to Tampere, we better get going. Oh, he's not gonna stop. He is gonna stop. Thank you, sir. Hi, Ashiwasabi. Welcome. So, as I was saying before we started, the crashes I had here yesterday, 2 days ago, was caused by a Lada spawning in from southern region. So Wombat, that's me, Arayas have created a fix for that car from southern region. So we shouldn't have any more crashes now, I hope. I have been testing it for about half an hour in this area, and both with and without the fix, and every time I pulled out the fix I had crashes. Every time I put it back in, the crashes disappeared, so I think we're good. So it was simply a coincidence that it happened just on, more or less on the border between Turkey and Romania, or Romania extended. And I've been having a lot of problems. I've still not been able to reach Demon 26, who is creating the Murmansk mod. The Murmansk mod is still not available for download. I have no idea what's happened to him. Oh! You're exclusively dedicating your eyes to this stream, Ashiwasabi. The AI of your game thanks you. And so does I, of course. I don't know what happened to Demon 26. He's just gone. He's vanished. I'm genuinely getting worried for the guy that something has actually happened to him, because he's received a ton of messages about, not only from me but from a lot of other people as well, about the fact that you can't download Murmansk. So that's very unfortunate, and I really hope that Demon 26 is doing well, and that's nothing happened to him, and I wish he will upload the Murmansk mod again, because I'm getting a lot of questions from people telling me that it don't work, and yeah, well, what can I do? Oh, close one. If you're nice to the AI, I'm sure they will be nice to you too. Oh, I'm speeding already. Well, then don't do that to anyone. I don't think they actually have driver's license, these AI. Because they're worse than my old mother behind the wheel. Don't tell her I said that. I'm kind of sitting on needles here because even though I tested the fix yesterday, I'm just expecting the game to crash at any point. I don't think it will, but every time I have a frame rate dip, it feels like ugh. That could be a theme, Shivasabi. You should probably stream it as well. This is what happens when you're watching someone else stream while you're driving or holding yourself. Welcome, Boom Funk MC. This is a 50 zone, but it feels like an 80 zone. But I think that one of my goals, since I didn't get any speeding tickets on Tuesday, I think I'm gonna try to avoid them today as well. Speaking of accidents, we have 4% damage to the wheels, so we don't have any real damage, it's just tear and wear of the wheels. And I'm not really sure that you have that much damage to your wheels after just 2,000 kilometers. I do. I was born in Norway, so that could be the reason. Now 70, that sounds more reasonable. Unless they brake test me, of course. So I hope all of you have downloaded the Sisu M-Series truck, the one I'm hauling in right now. It's a fantastic mod. And I did put up a link to it after we finished on Tuesday. So there are links to it on the previous stream. And I will put up links on this one as well as soon as we have completed the haul, or completed the stream at least. Brilliant, Wasabi. Isn't it great, this truck? What engine are you using? You should try it, Boom Funk MC. It's a Sisu, yeah, but it's a great Sisu. I mean, look at this thing. Isn't it beautiful? And it's by XBS, by the way, the same guy who did the Volvo F88. Another great truck, by the way. It's not the summer car truck, stop saying that. The summer car truck is a Scania. I could never play my summer car. The micromanagement done that game is... it's fun watching, I guess, but it's sure not fun playing that game. I wouldn't stand having to remember to go and pee, eat, shower, sleep, things like that. Nah, it's not a game for me. But it's a lot of fun watching some of the YouTubers that do stream that game. Or stream them here on Twitch, of course. I have been trying to find another game to play other than ATS and ETS, of course, and I can't really find anything that interests me. I'm really boring that way. I like ETS and ATS and that's it. I really hope that the Alaskan Truck Simulator comes out soon so that I can test it, and I hope I like it, but I'm not sure I'm gonna like it. It's probably gonna be awful. But it would be nice to have something more than just ETS and ATS to enjoy. Oops, speeding again. Still haven't tried the new physics, haven't had time to do that. When we started this haul, I decided, I think I found out all the different settings you could do. I think I found out about them just the day before, so I didn't have time to test it, and then we started this haul. So I decided that I'm not going to change the physics during the haul. I'm going to change them after. So I'm still on the default. I haven't done anything modding or creating models or nothing. I have no talents. I'm barely capable to hold in this truck. So now I wish I knew how to make map mods, but I don't yet. I've been looking into it and I can make something, but it ain't pretty. Oh, I tried using Maya many years ago. Couldn't figure out to work with it, so I gave up on that a long time ago. But I have to say I admire those who know how to create something like this, like the Sisu, for instance. And I wish I knew how to do that. But I guess that's another one of those, I don't have the patience for it. Speaking of things I need to do or want to do, I should probably make sure we have enough fuel for the next stint. My loading time on this profile, which is my TSM profile, is horrible. It's like 5 minutes, maybe a little less than 5 minutes, but it's way too long. I'm not satisfied with it, and I have no idea on how to solve it. Both the profiles where I use my global edition of the Pro Mods setup, same thing on those. Yeah, it's... I have no solution to it yet, and I don't know how to fix it yet. But if I remember it correctly, it was the same time when all the maps started to come out as compatible for 132. Long loading times in the beginning, and as the maps got updated, real updates for 132, those problems disappeared for me at least. We are entering Romania. Welcome, guys. Oh, boom, that's awesome. I wish you the best of luck on that. We need a lot more people who are able to do that kind of work. But I agree, there's really no good tutorials for any of the things that we want to do for map modding or map creation or modeling or how to make the simplest of things. There are no good tutorials on that. Yeah, I've actually been thinking about learning how to make maps and perhaps create a series of videos on it so that we can learn it together. Hi Satka, welcome. I think that's true, Boom. I think that a lot of people, everyone wants help from those who know how to do it, and as long as there is a shortage of people who know how to do it, those who know something about it can pretty much pick whatever they want to do. So hi John, is that... I'm guessing John H. Yeah, that's you. Hi John, welcome. I would love to quit my real job. Not that I'm tired of it, I love my work, but this is taking a lot of time. It's getting real time consuming. So it would be nice if I can just work a little less on my daytime job. I haven't tried that, Bogdak, but I've heard rumors about it. People having a lot better loading times without the Volga map. You were here in Constanța yesterday? Hi Roadrunner, welcome. And I'm speeding again, god damn it. Yeah, here I'm. This is the first week ever I stream on Twitch, so yeah, I have a lot of work to do here. My YouTube channel is going a little bit better. That's right, Bogdak. Very good question there. You know, fellas, my maps are now tilted 25 degrees or so. But as I said in the video for my big map setup, or was it the TSM setup, I can't remember. This is a problem I have from time to time on just one of my profiles. It's there for a while and then it corrects itself. And yeah, so I don't have a fix for it that I think will work yet, but at the same time it's not a big deal for me. It's a little bit embarrassing when I'm showing off my combination of maps, but other than that it doesn't really bother me. I know that it sooner or later will fix itself. So John, how is Ludmilla? Yeah, thing is, fellas, that setting it to flat affects all the profiles, and I only have this problem on one of my profiles. I have like, I'm not lying. I do have some 50 profiles, and this is the only profile I currently have the problem on. So setting it to flat, yeah, that would fix it. But I won't do that since I don't have the problems on any other maps or profiles. It's just this one. Yeah, I totally deflated her. She was thin as paper when I sent her off to John. So Bogdak and John and the rest of you who wasn't here in the beginning, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I'm using a fix on this profile right now that removes a few of the cars that Southern Region spawns in all over Europe. The crash I had on Tuesday was caused by the Lada from us. Seriously? Okay. I might try that then, fellas. Where was I? Yeah, the fix. So what I'm testing here now is a fix that Arayas, who else, created for me and sent to me yesterday. So I've been trying it. I get crashes every time I don't use it, and the game works every time I use it, so I think it's fixed. Yeah, fellas, I'm gonna try it out after the stream. So the fix that Arayas created, if any of you have crashes on, I guess both the Pro Mods combos I've created for 133 and on the TSM combo I created, if you have crashes on them, let me know and I'll provide you with the link to the fix. It is working and it will be official in a few days or so, I guess. But Arayas has given me permission to send it out to those of you who need it. So so I'm very grateful for that. So I wonder what maps will be released during this stream. It was kinda epic last time when 1.3 of 3 of the mods. I'm not sure if Arayas posted it on the SES forum. I don't think he did, but he did talk about it on the SES forum. Oh, bad roads. Doomer Days isn't here yet, I think. Oh, more bad roads. So it is the correct John then. Well, say hello to the transport manager. And John, the Ludmilla we were referring to was my girlfriend during the Vorkuta haul. The girlfriend I sent to you. Deflated and sent to you. I hope she's nicer to you than she was to me. And I hope you don't have major problems that means you can't play. I hope we'll fix that soon. It's not good having problems with your PC. You stupid Audi A3. I'm not questioning you there, Boomfunk. I'm not questioning you at all, but I do have one question, and that is, doesn't it say Scania on the front of that truck? Crusher, I have had a ton of crashes, but they have not been caused by the border that I was suspecting between Turkey and Romania. It's caused by a Lada car that was spawning in, and the Lada car comes from southern region. Either Toodle Soap. What Arayas was kind enough to do was to create a fix that simply remove that Lada truck from the southern region mod. So it was just a pure coincidence that it happened on the border between, or more or less on the border between Turkey and Romania. I'm doing great, thank you Turtle Soup, how are you? So, but the fix is, I have a link to the fix because I suspect that a lot of you will have problems, the same problems with the Lada truck that I had. And if you do, check your game log, and if it ends with an error on a Lada, let me know and I'll send you a link to the fix. It is not official yet, but I do have the link to it. Yeah, and in your case it was in Bulgaria, and that Lada car can basically spawn anywhere over Europe. But again, give me a reminder. I'll post a link to that fix in the description for this video as soon as we complete the haul, so that you can grab it. Hi Arayas, welcome. I was just telling everyone about the Lada fix, or the car fix. Have you put it on your web page yet, Arayas? Crusher needs the fix as well. Is that a question, Arayas? I do use the No Russian Police Cars fix as well. I haven't looked, to be honest. I'm busy looking at the road, or trying to look at the road, but I spend most of my time looking at the stream, or the chat. Oh, perfect, fantastic, thank you, Arayas. So Crusher, I won't then put the link to the Lada fix in the description for this video. Go to roextended.ro and download it from there tonight instead. John, your PC started itself up in the middle of the night, went into ETS and altered your files and settings? I work in IT, John, and that's wow. Never heard of anything like that before. Okay, so you're not putting them in your mods on your mods page then? Oh, I see, okay. So they will be in the mods folder as well. It's not the mods folder, it's the mods page. Welcome to Galati. Oh, Crusher, that's right. Let's pause for just a second. This one is by Doomer Days. It's a mod he have created that I'm testing for him. He will release it, and it shows almost all the map. There is limitations to the size of the thing, so he can't cover everything, but at least most of Europe and even the important parts of Africa is covered here. So I hope Doom Days shows up tonight, so that we can get the status of that as well. And I think I know where Fearless is going with that question, Arayas. Is it possible for one man to create that much? That's correct. Doomedays have done a tremendous job with it. And he actually has two of them, so there is one that works with the Pro Mods setup as well. Buddy, stop! You... Oh, gee. Now, I've been thinking about it, Arayas. I've been looking a little bit at the editor, and I've created something there, but it's not a map really. It's just a road so far, and every time I add buildings and the environment surrounding the roads, I screw everything up. So I don't know anything about it yet, but it's just an idea, trying to get some basic knowledge of it, and then learn while filming it as well, so that we can do it together, those who are interested in learning how to do it. But it's gonna take a while before I eventually start doing that, if I ever start doing it. Someone has to make that road connection between southern region and Turkey, you know. Oh, that's cool. Now, if you do Arayas, and if you do it as videos, I'll link to them from my YouTube channel for sure. You should call the series Speed Mapping by Arayas, or Speed Mapping with Arayas. I mean, I've spent a little time, as I said, trying to figure it out, and just laying out the road itself takes a ton of time. And I don't know how many of you have been into the editor and tried it out for yourself, but when you see how much time it takes just to add a few 100 meters of road, and compare that to the incredible work Arayas has done with Turkey in what was it? It was like in 4 months, 3 months. I mean, I can't understand how you possibly could make that in so little time. Three weeks? Ah, Jesus. Are you kidding me? You did it in 3 weeks? Ah. You know, everyone who haven't tried out the editor, I highly recommend that you just go in there and try to create 100 meters of roads. You don't have to add anything around the road, just create 100 meters of road, even the straight road, and see how long that takes. Well, you already know Arayas. I'm speechless whenever you do something like that. So I'll never be able to understand how you're able to do it so quickly. And before anyone says copy and paste, no, that's not what happens on Arayas maps. I know that for a fact. There are a lot of maps that use copy and paste, but Arayas don't. So, cyborg. Well, I'm happy to hear that someone made her do something. Whoa, I'm going in the wrong direction here. Stop looking at the chats. Focus on the roads. Minions. (*) 11 months of the year. Any one of you have any contact with Grimes, by the way? Speaking of elves, I've come to think of snow. I really want that snow mod. Like, this week would be nice. I checked again today. He said on his blog that he was gonna have it done in some 3 weeks, and he said that almost 4 weeks ago. I'm not sure I understand, Sotka. I need the eyes of chameleon. Am I just very slow here? Oh, he said by next week now. Okay. That's good. Yeah, I said that earlier, Arayas. I wonder what maps will be released in new versions during this stream. Probably Pro Mods 235. No, that's right. That will be released during my vacation, which starts on Wednesday next week, by the way. So that's the release date for Pro Mods 235, Wednesday next week. I'm almost certain of it. If anyone sees one of the Russian police cars today, just slam on your keyboard or something to let me know. We shouldn't see any, but who knows. But let me know if you see any of them, because I'm testing a fix to see if we can get them back into Russia and Russia only. On my vacation I'm going to Norway, and I'm not gonna disconnect entirely from the internet, but what's that? Was that a police car from Russia? Oops. Well, then we know. Yeah, in Norway I'm gonna be there with my daughters, or actually one of my daughters. The other one is going to Japan with her mother. I don't envy her at all. Who wanna go to Japan? Well, but I won't bring my computer. So whatever happens during the week we are there, I won't be able to... Oh, another one. I won't be able to start making any map combos or anything. I won't be able to play any of the maps. So, but it's only a week. I just have to hold my breath for a week. How difficult could that be? Oh, that's nice, Mrs. Swede. You drove this road in real life. I am using the fix, Arayas. I'm 99.9% sure I tested it on this profile as well. You know what? I'll send you an email directly after this stream. I can't go back into the profile now and then back into the game again, because it still takes me 5 minutes to load up the profile. So I'll check it immediately after the stream, and I'll let you know what the results is. But I'm 99% sure I am using the fix. That's another way of saying it. I'm very happy to hear that, Satgat. Are you using the global or the European version? Fuck. AI. Whoa! Stupid What's wrong with people? Or AI? Yeah, the European version. Well, there's not much difference. If you get the European version to work, you can basically make the global edition work as well. There's not that much difference between them. Except for Ross. That sounds like the right one, fellas. I'm gonna put it this way, Arayas. I am 100% confident that I'm not using the fix, because if I did, it would obviously work. Am I right? That's a nice area. Yeah, and if that's the case, then I definitely don't have that fix. Yeah, I agree, fellas. The AI is crazier these days than they used to be, but at the same time, whenever they crash, they seem to be able to more quickly sort it out and get out of there. So even if they crash more often, we don't have to wait for like forever every time for them to sort it out. I'm using your traffic mod, Arayas. Oh! So you're saying that that's not the 133 version, it's your mod. Well, thank you very much, sir. And it could very well be that I started using it just as we went to 133. What I used to do was to just use the G traffic command and set it to 9, and I had a lot of traffic, which was great, but I also had like 1 in 10 cars were police cars, so I could have 3, 4 or even 5 police cars in a row coming at me. So but this is working so much better. Oh, sorry, my bad. Hi Kaspersky, welcome. And the behavior of the traffic as well, perhaps? Yeah, well, since I started using this traffic mod, I don't think there's too much police cars. I'm quite happy with it, but I'm also comparing it to how it was before I started using the traffic mod by Arayas. And it was bad. It was really bad before. No, again. Thank you for getting out of the way. My youngest daughter, she's 8, and we have this game we play where we, every time we spot a yellow car, we shout yellow car and then we get a point. And in this game I can't help but notice that there are way too many yellow cars compared to real life. I'm just saying. It needs to be fixed a bit. It needs to be fixed a lot. I would be perfectly fine with it if they just removed overtaking entirely. Except if they are behind, if the AI is behind a tractor or a very, very slow moving vehicle. Yeah, in its current state, I can't really say I think it's done well. I understand that it's difficult to get it right, but the overtaking is just... a little bit too much. No, this game is for sure not very popular among women. Oh. That is hilarious. Oh god. It could be that women in general just hates me, of course, but I have had a look at it, and among my viewers 1.5% are female. The rest is men. I guess women who drive big trucks and well, big vehicles in general, I think a lot of guys find them scary, but I find it quite interesting. Oh, I can't. Gotta stop watching the chat. I am getting better at not looking at the chat, but still have a lot to learn. Well, tell her that everyone else loves her, Arayas, because we are very, very grateful for her allowing you to do all the map modding you do, so yeah, me too. I figured that if girls can do it, I can probably do it too. Whoa! Am I speeding? Okay, I'm speeding. Yeah, I need a third eye in the middle. Of course, it's a Scania. Of course it's gonna stop for me. Thank you very much, sir. That's very, very kind of you. Yeah, horn is great. The other one isn't that good, but the first one. Did it sound like that in real life? Yeah, I saw Crusher and I haven't had time to try it yet. But I will as soon as I can. I have to send an email to Arayas and then I'll... there's another one. And then I'm gonna try it out and I'm gonna straighten the map as well. But I'm gonna try it, see if I can get it to work. Yeah, I don't have anyone with me today. Rex couldn't come with me on this trip because well, there's not enough space in here for us both to sleep, so he had to stay at home. Yeah, I know, Fearless, but my question was this on the real Sisu M-163 one of the original horns that you could get for the truck? Welcome to Ukraine, guys. We're in Ukraine already. Yeah, I guess I don't think they sold the Sisu in Brazil, but I guess you could get a horn like that there. But nah, me neither, I doubt it too. Thank you, Sotka. You know what, I could actually watch the chat if you just tell me if I should go left or right or straight or fuel, get some sleep, stop the truck, etc. That could work. Is this when I knock on my screen just to check if it works? Okay. Or not, okay. Wow. Yeah, there are 2 Ladas in the game, I think. Or was. There was 2. Now there's only 1. I think it was the standalone Romania map, the 1-to-1 scale map by Alexandru, that also have Trabants on it, which was nice. Yeah, there was 2105, which was called the Lada 2105, perhaps, or was don't think it was Lada 2105, was it? Sorry, my bad. It's the 1-to-5 scale. That's right. But still they did have the Trabant. Best car ever made. Yeah, they made like 10 million of them or something. No, not 10 million, 5 million perhaps. Some of those who still exist actually looks pretty cool. Yeah. I've never been to one, but I've seen a lot of pictures, and some of them are really, really nice. But the best car was, of course, the Yugo. The Yugo was a great car. There's another one. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the car other than it was a Yugo. It was even sold in the United States for a few years before they banned it. It was a little dangerous. My grandfather had a DAF Variomatic. Oh, seriously? So what's your excuse? Moron. Dacia. I can't remember how a Dacia 1310 looks. I'm not even sure we had any of those in Norway when I grew up. Oh, that's awesome. You had the Dacia 1310. Can you bring it back then? If someone could produce a car mod with a lot of these old cars from the 60s and 70s, that would be great. I would like to see the Saab 9-3, the old one, the two-piston version on here. That sounds hilarious, by the way, that car. And the Volvo 240, I'd like to see that one as well. And the Beetle, of course. Oh, I see. But then it can't be... Well, it can't be that bad then. Well, it can't be worse than any Renault, I guess. Morris Oxford. Oh, yeah, that was the good old days. I mean, when we traveled around, well, not that much in Europe, but when we traveled, we kids, we could just climb around in the car in whatever way we liked. And for a few years my father had a Volvo 245, a station wagon, so we had a lot of space to climb around in. Yeah, the PV and the Duet as well. Amazon! Gotta have the Amazon as well. Can't believe we actually survived it, our childhoods. Moskowitz, another great car, or not. If you can do that, Arayas, I'll dedicate an entire video to just that car mod. I'm not laughing. I don't know if that's true, Arayas, but I can imagine it be. Oh, and if you can add the Fiat Topolino as well. The old one, of course. Yeah, the ice cream truck, that would be awesome if Bengan could add it to his Swedish Islands mod. Oh, Sotka, you're making me really happy. I don't get any good pictures in my head if I don't get any pictures in my head if I think about the DAF F241. I can't remember what it looks like, but I have an idea. That is a truck I'm going to use in the next stream, or as soon as it's out. I gotta check that out. Yeah, he does. His trucks are absolutely fantastic. You want me to do that right now, Sotka? I'll do it after I sent an email and straightened my map and tested the Promsona mod. Then I'll go to the forum. Did I miss anything there? No, I think that's all I have to do. Well, that would be me. I don't have a dog. I don't know what I'm gonna eat, as I quite often do. A big bag of potato chips. Yeah, great. So now I need 4 eyes. So this is Stepnudsen, or however you pronounce it. I'm pretty good on gas still, but thank you for reminding me. No, you just wait there, buddy. Wait, thank you. I'm still using realistic fuel consumption, and I can't understand how this truck don't use more gas than it does. I know. Yeah, I noticed that. The first thing I noticed when I got into this truck the very first time, there's the clock. I'm not gonna do that mistake again. Yeah, you're probably right about that. But I mean, consider how far we've gone since we stopped for fuel the last time, and I still have more or less half a gas tank. Yes, sir. Oh! What is UFO? What was that? Crusher, I don't think it's a great idea doing any heavy hauls in this one. You could try, I do have a mod you could try. It's a 95-ton bridge. You should definitely try it out. Oops. There he goes. Look at that. Of course, Crusher, it also depends on what you define as a heavy haul. We are hauling 18 tons right now without any problems whatsoever. So you could, without any problems, go twice as heavy as this. Yeah, there are some pretty steep hills on YKS. So I can imagine with 62 tons. What truck was it, Arayas? Oh, Scania 730, I guess. Or do you use a trimmed engine? That is the Eaton fueler I'm using, fellas. Oh, come on. Having some difficulties getting it into the right gear. You know what? Screw this. I'm going to refuel. Just to make sure we don't run out. Yeah, 114 tons, that's pretty much. I think it was up until version 1.30 you could make your cargoes weigh a lot more. I think I had a cargo mod that allowed me to haul some 160 tons or something. So I think it's like 500 liters that goes into the tanks of this one. We had way more than just a quarter of a tank, and yeah, I think it's 500 kilos, 500 liters. And you did it on Ross? Whoa! Where? You stupid. Oh well. Well, before we get into traffic, should we take a look at where we are? Perhaps? Oh wow. So I guess we'll make it to Bialystok then today. Yeah, that's that green dildo, isn't it? Thank you, sir. Well, it looks like one. Oh! This truck, there's something when you do a 90-degree turn or a sharp turn, it kinda oversteer. Don't know if that is an issue caused by the new physics that I'm not using. Could be that the truck is optimized for the new physics. Wait, what? So, welcome to the class of green dildos, guys. We will learn everything we know about dildos. Good luck explaining that one, fellas. Flipped ferry boats all over. Is that something that is... when was the last update? A week ago? And that's oversharing boom funk. Flipped ferry... I haven't seen any of those. Yeah. Well, if it wasn't double-ended, it will be a circle. So I'm gonna say it's double-ended. So, Arayas, you know this map better than anyone. Did we just cross over to TSM now? Yeah, figured. Anyway. So, Poland, we are now spending about 10 minutes, I think, on TSM, and then we're into Baltic Sea. Still Roex? Okay, so this is then the road connection, I guess. Why am I speeding? There's absolutely no reason for that. Paraglider? If there's something I miss in ETS2, yeah, a lot. We were talking about that on Tuesday. Wow. You know, I need to stop and get some sleep in my truck before we continue. I want to see everything. Hauling through the night isn't gonna work. This could work, for instance. Sort of. Yeah, there's a lot of things I miss. Season's been #1, I guess. I'm just gonna sleep for a few. There we go. Good morning. Another thing I'm missing is better physics. I don't like Mud Runner. I think they overdid mud. But let me in, buddy. Come on. Thank you. But and in ETS we don't have anything like mud. But I would like there to be something that is somewhere in between Mud Runner and ETS. Speed sleeping is one of my specialties. So seasons and a little decent realistic mud and gravel and perhaps getting your truck dirty would be nice. Small things, I guess. It's not like I'm missing any major features, but it would be nice to have. If you're driving through snow, you would expect it to be a track behind you. Question is, Crusher, is Alex physics really needed now that we have the new physics? Boom Funk, when the mod file SCS is placed in the mod folder but does not show up in the mod manager, is it an actual SCS file or did you just rename it? And it doesn't show up in the game. Well, there's clearly something wrong with it. I'm not entirely sure if a manifest file is required for it to show up, but if it is, I'm guessing it doesn't have a manifest file. Did you try to open it using WinRAR or 7-zip? What's inside of the file? There's no need for one, okay. But Boomfuck, if you open the file with WinRAR or 7-zip and compare that, for instance, with one that actually works. Drag and drop to the mod manager. I would also like to have be able to save in the profile the setup I'm using, and then being able to go back to that after changing things around for a bit to see if something else would work without having to do it manually every time. So as a save it as a preset. Boomfunk, even if the file was made for ATS, I think it would show up. Yeah, but if Arayas says you don't need them, you don't need them, so that shouldn't be the reason. But it suggests that the SCS file might be really old. Because I'd say manifest and descriptions are mandatory. They're not required perhaps, but I mean, the game complains if you don't have them. I can't even remember the old truck showroom. Yeah, that was with all the trucks in the room at the same time, wasn't it? Hang on, you bought a mod for €5 that doesn't have a manifest and description? I would ask for a refund on that one. It doesn't sound legit. Yeah, the old showroom was pretty cool. Please don't, Boom. If you bought it, please don't post a link to it. We're all pretty curious about what kind of mod that would be, but you're not permitted by the creator to post links to it, so please don't do that. Good for you, Sotka. Very nice to hear. I have my last day on Wednesday. What files do you have in that mod, Boomfunk? What's the name of the folders inside of the mod? €5 for a mod without a manifest and description? Blimey. Huh. Yeah. 195 tons. Just one folder called vehicle? May we ask what mod it is, Boomfunk? I'm really curious about that one. Truck or skin, perhaps? Could be trailer, yeah. Side skirts, okay. Try yeah, but even if it was an old one, it should still show up. Try Boomfunk. Try extracting the mod, and then just put the entire folder into your mod folder and see if that works. Yeah, but if it doesn't show up with the mod manager, there's something really wrong with it. I have no idea where we are right now. I'm really curious about Boomfunk's mod. Yeah, you should totally get a refund on that if it doesn't show up in the mod manager. There's clearly something wrong with it. Let's see, assign, where are we? Oh, I know that name. Bialystok. So we're getting pretty close to beyond the Baltic Sea now. Is there a Bialystok in Brazil? No, I've never seen a Bialystok in Brazil. But you wrote Brazil, so I thought you were talking about Bialystok. So I've won. No, this isn't. We're not on the Baltics yet. Well, it depends, Swede. How long do you want it to be? We have some. I think we have some 1,500 kilometers to go. Whoops, let's have a look. 1,900, okay, we have almost 2,000 kilometers to go. I thought it would be less. So I think we're gonna haul for not that much longer and do the rest of this on Saturday. So I think that we should stop once we get to beyond the Baltic Sea and go through the Baltic Sea on Saturday. Did he just cross double lines? Huh. That's not legal. Guess SCS could do something and could do something with this as well and make this a little bit more modern when they have completed Germany. Hi, John. Oh, that's great news, John. I'm so happy for you. But still, I can't believe your computer started by itself and went into the... Do you have the game on auto start, perhaps? Even if you do, I can't understand how the game can. Oh, do you put your computer in sleep mode, perhaps? Because if it's shut down, I can't really see how it can start up by itself. But if it's in sleep mode, that could be the reason. But I'm happy to hear that it's solved. I was kind of worried there for a little bit. Hello. Seriously. Seriously. I was worried there for a little bit that it could be some virus or something. Someone had taken remote access to your computer. Yeah, and because there was an update yesterday from Microsoft, so I guess that that's the reason then. It could have been my inflatable ex-girlfriend, of course. Hi Mike, welcome! Ludmilla did it, yeah. Welcome. We're about to wrap this up, actually. We're a little late. We are in Poland and we're about to enter beyond the Baltic Sea, and once we do, we're gonna end it for today. So you missed all the teleporting, the speeding tickets. Seriously, dude, you don't... Oh. I'm not even gonna bother with it. Hi Ash Wasabi! What happened? Where do you go? Thank you for being here, Mr. Swede. Nice having you here. Hopefully see you again next time. Oh. That's not good. Well, you got back in at least and made it in time for us all to say goodbye. I think this is where we entered the Baltics, isn't it? Well, there is a checkbox so that it remembers your name and password. Thanks, Mike. I'll try. Okay, I see. The old MP1 will work too. That's the MAN truck. Oh. Anyway, moving on. I'm in front of my PC in my house. Or perhaps you meant on the map. We are... Good question. Let's have a look at the map. Because we are pretty close now to the Baltics. Hang on. The Baltics starts... No, the Baltics starts... Where do the Baltics start? It starts... here, isn't it? This is where it starts. Yeah, that's Brest. Love that name of the city. So I guess we kinda almost are on at Kaliningrad, yeah? Okay, let's go back to the map then. So that's Brest and Kaliningrad is up here. But it doesn't go like this, does it? Shouldn't this then be... No, I know. But I don't think this is part of BTBS. I think it's like this, isn't it? I'll fix the English translation, by the way. The Russians do have a sense of humor, don't they? It's called Brest. Let's go to Vilnius then and stop there, should we? Or actually, let's take this one, so that we are absolutely sure that we will only be on the second gas. Okay, so that is BTBS. So this is also part of... Okay, so let's stop here then, at the very first gas station, so that we on Saturday get to do all of BTBS. Yeah, but that is Brest. This is Minsk. The border is here. And this is Poland. Anyway, I've occasionally fell asleep during my geography lessons in school, so all I need to know is that we're going to the gas station and we're going to stop there for the day and then continue on Saturday. Yeah, as long as you stop at the gas station, we're good. I do know where Kiev is, I have no idea where Gomeli is. Russian gotta be one of the most difficult languages in the world to learn how to speak. Oh yeah, that's right, Kiev. I was thinking about... Never mind, I'm getting tired, I think. I was thinking about Chem. I think Arayas is talking about a road connection. It very much sounds... Well, very much sounds like a road connection. When? What? Come on. Oh, I see. Will that also be out on Wednesday then, when I go on my vacation? The old Celtic languages, Japanese, Chinese. No, actually I would prefer it if you could wait for another 2 weeks at least, so that I can get back home before you do it. Oops. Oh God. Well, it was kind of funny when that happened the last time. So to sum things up for those of you who eventually didn't hear what we talked about in the beginning, my game crash on Tuesday was caused by a Lada from southern region. Arayas has created a fix for it, and I'm pretty sure you will all experience the Lada crash sooner or later. Arayas will post the fix on his roextended.ro site. It's already on the promods.net forum site, and I recommend that you download it as quickly as possible to avoid crashes. You put it above all the southern region files, so basically just on top of the English city files translation or the SR133 fix file. Just put it above that and you should be good. So that's, I guess, the most important news of the day. And as you can see, I haven't had a single crash since then, since adding that fix. Yeah, we all had it, I guess. If any of you haven't had it yet, you will have it at some point. I'm saying that since I'm going on vacation on Wednesday, I'll say they'll update it on Wednesday. Yeah, it's probably more correct that it's going to take a few more weeks. Yeah, so make sure you all head over to roextended.ro in about an hour. Download the Lada fix to avoid crashes, and that goes for both all three of my map combos, or any combination you have where you use Southern Region. So make sure that you grab that one. And that's it, guys. I think we're done for the day. We did some pretty good progress. 1,728 kilometers to go, and that will be on Thursday. No, sorry, on Saturday. It is Thursday. All the way up to Tampere. And I do know that there is a ferry here, but I'm not taking that one. I'm going around simply because if you don't have the Baltics, you have to see these roads around St. Petersburg. They're massive. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I hope you enjoyed the stream, and we'll continue on Saturday at 4 p.m. Central European time. That's 4 p.m. on Saturday. I'll see you guys then. Take care, everyone. Bye bye.